and welcome to my next playthrough. As you can see, I'm doing Eris this time, and I'm thinking I'm going to try for 100% this time. This is just a mini hack, so it's not very big, but it still is pretty good. One thing I will note is it's not exactly one of the more accessible hacks, which means it's not very easy, or the enemies are really difficult, and it is kind of difficult to explore too, so it's not the easiest hack to get into. There's probably better ones to start out with. But anyway, that gate's pretty simple. Just repile the little switch ends. So yeah, we're actually headed for the item that probably caused people the most agony trying to find, which would be the morph ball, which is pretty well hidden. Oh, pay attention to that room, because you could just skip over it like that, but there's something in here. It's actually a little hint. If you run across, you notice the screen goes down, which means there's probably something down there. And there's one ball. So yeah, that took me a while to find my first playthrough, and quite a few people were annoyed at it. And if you notice, when I picked it up, the little item jingle was still there, but I was able to play on through. In this area, I've never understood what he was doing. Just a bunch of treadmills. But now you can go through the item pickups are faster, so it doesn't. It's not as annoying as some people think the original is. Of course, when you play hacks, and you hear that all the time, and you hear it over and over again, you kind of just want to get on with it. So I guess I can understand. Oh yeah, don't bother going left. You can't go there. You need bombs to get anywhere, and then beyond that, you still need another item on top of that. So there's no point to going left yet. And there's those missiles. Those are always nice. Especially since in this hack, as you can see, you only get 2 missiles per pickup. Not the most appetizing thing to have, because the enemies in this game are really strong. They do a lot of damage, and Power Beam's pretty useless against some of them. Okay, now in this room, now that we've done that, you'll notice those bugs there. They're all hanging on that one spot, which now turns into an energy tank. Make sure you grab this, because if you're playing along for the first time, yeah, there's nothing changed here. There's a few bosses in this hack that are really difficult, and some of them are, in fact, I think all the really difficult ones are in the first half of the hack. So energy tanks are pretty good to have. Actually, I hate going this way. fact, I probably should go this way. I think I have to go this way, actually. If I remember right, there might be a bomb block in the way. The other way. Yeah, but there's kind of multiple ways to get to where I'm going now. The other way I'm thinking of has no underwater. But I don't think I can quite do that yet. Because I think the path that I need is blocked by a bomb block. And I obviously do not have this yet. Tell me what you think of the palette choices in this hack, because opinions kind of split on whether they like him or don't like him. So, personally, I find some I like and others I don't like. And don't like's kind of being polite about it. So just make sure you shoot these things out of your way when you first go through here. And there is a door up here. I guess I could have went the other way. Let's see if I remember where everything is in here. So yeah, picking up all these missiles early is a good thing too. Now be careful in this room because there's the introduction of the googly eyes and the lettuce leaves. And the lettuce leaves are deadly. Especially this early. You see, like, this area I like a lot. It's very interesting. Oh, jeez. I mean, but it's just some areas that I really like in this hack, and this would be one of them. Yeah, I can't quite reach it. And this green stuff, I'm not going to spoil it, but it's the most disturbing part of any hack I've ever played. We'll get to that later, but it's messed up. I give a little hint right here with these little power bomb blocks in the background. So obviously, we can't do anything with that yet. So yeah, if you notice the door didn't close, which is a pretty good indication that that is the bomb Teresa's room. And maybe the first occurrence of the scrolling sky. So yeah, you have to shoot the block, then jump up and get it before it appears, which isn't that. The timer on that's long enough, it's not a big deal. So yeah, you can't seem to get the energy tank from here. So we'll figure that one out in a little bit. But for now, we have to deal with this guy. And he hasn't been given an insane amount of health, so this is not a bad fight. You're not stuck going, oh my gosh, I wish it wasn't take so long. As you can see, his board forever when it really... So... yeah, you can go down here. Now, you can bomb that and get across to the other side. But I would highly recommend, especially if you're just playing this for the first time, to go back into this energy tank now. So yeah, to get it, you have to go all the way up and around. And this chair here, you bomb. Now we're back in here. But you can't go through the sides, and you can bomb down this time, so... that's how you pick that energy tank up. And it's a pretty simple one to grab, so I highly recommend doing it. As is a normal theme in this hack, these enemies will absolutely murder you, so touching them is not really a wise idea. Either is running into them. A lot more to do in here later, so not too worried about that. Back here's another missile pickup you can grab after bombs. And actually, I think I'll in this first video here at the warp, which is in the next one. So just get through here. And watch out for the couple pirates in here, and that's it. So thanks for watching.